You know, for many people around here, Lake Erie is a big part of our lives, whether it is for swimming, boating, or fishing, but a select few use it to surf, and Ed is one of them.
Yes, surfing. It's an unlikely sport for this area, and this morning I'll show you new meaning to Lake Erie by riding its powerful waves during the fall and winter season. Surf's up on Lake Erie. Yes, I said it, Lake Erie. Surfing isn't anything new in our backyard pond. In fact, it's an activity that's been around for a long time, just unseen by many who live here. It seems rather surprising, but Lake Erie is large enough to generate waves very comparable to an ocean. And while the individuals who surf its freshwater waves are a rare breed, they are just as pumped up as any ocean-dwelling surfer. The only big difference is that if it's happening on the lake, the weather is usually anything but ideal. Whenever there are waves on Lake Erie, it's usually pretty cold, so you gotta wear the boots to keep your feet warm, the gloves to keep your hands warm, the Vaseline for your face so it insulates your face from the cold to prevent icicles from forming on your nose and your eyelids, and also the hood, very important, keeps your entire head warm. But sometimes the lake produces that summer swell when the water and air are both 80 degrees. All you need then is just the board shorts. There's Neal catching a wave on his longboard during a fantastic August swell from this past summer. Neal Luoma grew up in Ashtabula, Ohio. He's been surfing the lake since the 1960s. Many times the waves on the lake don't last long, but there's a few stretches of shoreline that seem to get surfed very consistently, so I asked local surfer Ralph Jocelyn where one of the best spots on the lake was.
I can't give that away. We don't want it to get crowded. It is on Presque Isle, though. I will say that. Presque Isle's got it going on.
Not surprising, Presque Isle juts out into Lake Erie, leaving itself exposed to almost every single direction the waves can come from. And during the fall and winter, strong storms make the peninsula a surfer's paradise. But why brave the rain and snow along with the cold wind just to catch a few waves? For many of us, it's an escape.
Just kind of forgetting about everything when you're in the water, you know, nothing matters.
As strange as surfing Lake Erie sounds, it's becoming an increasingly popular activity. And that stoked feeling that surfers get comes from that bond with the force of nature.
Was that you right there at the end?
Yeah, and actually, right after that moment, I wiped out, fell off.
It happens, right?
And it's fun, too. It's not only funny, but it's fun. I do have to credit Mario and Anthony Cecchetti for helping me gather some of that footage over the year. Fantastic videographers and photographers, and also Neal Luoma for providing some of the pictures. And my brother, Matt Russo, who actually wrote the soundtrack that you heard in the background. Right now it doesn't have a name yet, but we're calling it Surf Jam for now.
Okay, good music to go along with what you were seeing there.
He did a good job with that.
And like you said, you've been working on this for some time.
Yeah, and like I said, the waves don't last very long, so if you want to get a lot of footage, it takes a long period of time to gather it together.
And I must say about Ed, you know, being a surfer, he is very key to when the surf is up. And a lot of times, you know, when we talk here at the station, you'll say, oh man, there's some good waves coming up today.
Yeah, you know, being a meteorologist helps. You know, I'm always on board with, you know, when are the winds happening.
Right.
But it's amazing. A lot of surfers out there, extremely weather-wise people as well.
Wow. Well, great story, Ed.
Bucket list item?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Hey.
I'd probably wipe out